got these for the girlies, made out the group me chat, and there's like a cute little card. I'll probably put a little note on it. I am trying not to get a check bag, but somehow I have to fit all these furs, these boots too. All right, let's try to get it into one carry-on. So today's game is what's in my bag, and I'll get right back to the footage from flying, but what's in my bag? I have this faith-based word search, look up Deacon, Mesopotamia. I have this, I told you guys I want to definitely start writing my thoughts down. I have this to keep me sane in the airport. Earmuffs. It's gonna be cold. Looks like Denver, we are coming into 38 high, 18 low. Bonnet, scrunchie. I got my binoculars. I got my gifts for the girlies. Personal bag. I actually have my pajamas I squished in here because there was no more room. Definitely can't leave without my backup battery unit. I have a ski mask, lotion, and then of course I have my glasses. So stay tuned. We make our descent. Some of you have ascent. Use this as we make our ascent to the airport. Follow us as we go on an adventure. This is Caramelized. Welcome to Tampa International Airport. One of the most confusing airports I've been at, but we proved later on that Denver was worse. So we are flying Frontier today. Yes, it is the cheapest one to Denver, even cheaper than Spirit. So we were flying there. Flight came out of Tampa, Florida at 12 o'clock on the dot. No, actually 1. It was supposed to be 12, but 1. So once again, I would just like to tell everybody that if you are over the if you're over the height of 5'2", you will not have a good experience. Also, I did not know our water was that dirty. That's St. Pete. That's the Franklin, Howard Franklin Bridge. Like, our water is so dirty. It's green. It's green. Explain that. Like, how is our water? Anyways, focus. But yeah, I actually ended up getting a window seat. I did not pay for it. I know people tend to do that. One of the most disgusting chips I've ever heard. Honey roasted pineapple, habanero mango. Disgusting. $7 of disgusting. This looks like cursive. I've been to Las Vegas, but I've never been to Colorado, so it's really dope. This is me writing a letter to Caramelize. I can't even spell it. I can't even spell it right, but do you guys remember us passing notes in church? I remember sometimes I feel like some of these older aunties, they would grab it because they needed something to do, because they were definitely not listening to the word. That's her response back. And you see, as I'm doing my my faith crossword puzzle. But yeah, just honestly being able to look at just how dry the Middle East, just how dry the Midwest is. Like, it's just dry. Like, some of them, it honestly looks like a quilted. Doesn't it look like a quilt like your grandma made? Look how dry it is. All the water's dried up. Just unseasoned. Like, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we had to find a Walmart. We bought these while we were eating because no one was eating the plain food. But yeah, we ended up going to the hotel. We stayed at the Hampton. There's a shuttle because we were not going to get a rental because we do not know how to drive in snow. That was pretty dope. And of course, my girl Kimi from Low End Nails in Tampa got my nails right. And then we are headed to dinner. So this is my fit. Definitely giving Russian with the hat. All white outfit. That's how you know I'm cocky. Look at this. Yeah, we had the Uber driver in stitches. We were going off. Anyways, we're driving downtown Denver. Honestly, as someone who travels a lot, but also none at the same time, I'm starting to think that every city looked the same. Because if you said this is Tampa, I'd be like, you know what, you right. Like, every city, everybody's downtown besides Las Vegas and New York looks the exact same like that. Tell me we're not in Tampa right now. Besides the dry and sad trees. Tell me we're not in Tampa. Tell me that's not Tampa right now. Anyways, I picked the Corinne because I thought it was a really cute spot. It's the furthest away from the hotel. Technique, make sure you do something that's very far from the hotel so you can have time later on when you're more tired at the end of the trip to just do something nearby. Great technique. So it's the Corinne. It's really dope. I feel like people in Denver are very laid back. I think we had to change our time. And they're like, yeah, that's perfect. I was like, Tampa would have been like, you have 3 minutes and I'm going to start charging your card. Anyways, The girlie's got a cute little drink. That's actually a mocktail, and then it's just a regular glass of wine. Definitely some eateries that I thought was really good. Cauliflower, some avocado toast, and then I had my first Wagyu burger. Yes, of course, medium because I'm a grown-up. Anyways, it has some nice architecture here, too, at the hotel. Just aesthetically pleasing, which is really fire. So that's the end of night one. So this is us basically driving up to Union Station. We're going to be taking a bus to our first adventure. But that ended up being a bust because the bus ended up leaving us, even though it didn't say that it would start boarding and then would leave if no one was there. So that was really frustrating. I can definitely say I definitely want to write a review, but I didn't want to let that ruin our day. So we ended up splitting a $100 Uber. So enjoy some mountain footage. First things first. Like I said, I'm from Florida, Miami specifically. When we're in the car with our Uber driver, she was like, these aren't even the big ones. These are the foothills. I was like, the foot. You trying to say me this is the foot? I feel like I want to do like a little competition. How many mountains did y'all count by the end of the vlog? I counted, I think about, I want to say I counted like maybe 20. I want to say I counted like 20 different mountains, but yeah, these are called the foothills. So those are the baby ones. Like I'm just waiting for my ears to pop. So we're climbing. It takes about an hour and a half to get to the mountains. So basically the mountains are like they're Disney. The mountains are like they're Disney. So, and we're in this tunnel. I promise you, this tunnel was so long. So now we're starting to get towards the snow part. And then just to let you know, it is currently 30 degrees in Denver, and then 0. I think it was a degree of 1 once the sun came out, but it's a degree of 0 in the mountains. So we're getting closer. That is the frozen lake, and people were actually ice fishing on it, which tells me I have no fear. I thought this was pretty dope. It started flurrying, and I was like, dang, like this is such a blessing to be able to see snow because that's the only day it snowed. Anyways, but it started flurrying, and I got that nice shot. It was perfect. The mountains are starting to get more. I was like, finally, because it was giving powder donut at first. Now finally some season there. I was like, now wait a minute. They're not flying me up here for no snow. Why else would we come here? Come on now. Anyways. But yeah, I honestly, the reason why there's so much footage, because like I'm in awe. Like they've built so much. If y'all have never been to Denver, they've built so much Like humans are, I will say, like honestly, humans are my favorite thing. Like I get it, God, I get it. Like the tenacity to sit there and build. Like they have an entire town in the mountains. Look, we found a Walmart in the mountains. Are you serious? I was just like, oh, okay. Anyway, so we're heading to Frisco. Frisco, it's kind of like a resort park or whatever. Anyways, those are 2 hours pretty much always watching. It was beautiful. It literally started, that's not effects. It literally started raining. Like it looked fake. Snowing. It literally looked fake. It looks pretty. I'm not doing the I did my best with the camera, not doing it justice. So we're signing up for snow tubing. Now, you guys, I'm afraid of heights. Like I had to talk myself into it because like Claire, you already paid for it, and I'll give a list of how much money everything costs. But that's me and Caramelize going down. If you listen closely, you'll hear her screaming. It's getting better. It's getting up. There she go. We went on this like 4 times because you get like a block. Yep, she's yelling. This is hilarious. Yeah, and I learned you have to squeeze your butt up because you're just going to hit the whole way. But yeah, listen to him explain.
Say hello to the camera! Why are you screaming?
It's the intention of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, because like as more tubes go down the hill, it packs the snow more. More packs snows faster. So you can just get that full effect now.
Oh my
God! That was a good one.
Thank you so much.
Anyways, I picked up some snow because I keep forgetting I'm here for the snow. It was my first time with snow, so if y'all see a lot of the snow the footage, like I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. Anyways, it's got some hot cocoa. Our friend bought us some cocoa. And I don't know, it was pretty good. Like it was oat milk. And you know, guys know I'm lactose intolerant. If you're really friends with me and really know me, you'll know that I'm lactose intolerant severely, like emergency room if any milk is detected. So all in all, to say it went great. Oat milk might be part of the menu. We'll have to see. Anyways, but this is like a cute little town. at the park, at the Frisco Park. Like, it's like a village over. We had our driver for the day, Terry, drive us around. He was amazing. I really hope everybody goes and seeks him out. Basically, he was like our chauffeur for the day, and he's a girl dad, so that should tell you all you need to know. He was such a gentleman. Like, so he wanted to make sure we're good, make sure we weren't stranded or anything. Like, he's amazing. Yeah, so this is just a town that they have like I said, they have their own thing, and of course, right now at elevation we're at 12,000 in the air, and I feel like me being, I won't say an athlete, but me being active on the regular definitely helped with being able to control my breathing, but definitely can say you feel the elevation the longer you're at the place. This was just, if you look down, can you tell me what animal that is? I think it's a raccoon, but do raccoons be in the cold? I don't know. But anyways, but there's some animal. Cause I thought it was a human. I was like, but what human walk one by one? That's how you know that the elevation was getting to me. Cause I was like, wow, what human walks one by one? That's clearly an animal. It'd be a small feat. But it definitely looks uniform. So I'm assuming it's some type of rodent or something. But it was really cold. So we got on this gondola. Excuse me. Ended up getting on this gondola by force, by the way. Let me stop. But no, it was actually pretty dope. It takes you to the different mountains. So we went to mountains 5, 6, and then 7 is where the dog sledding was at, and it was a really excuse, I can't speak. It was a really interesting ride. I'm terrified of heights, and like honestly, we were up so high. I was just like, well, all right, y'all, let's be real. I'm just playing. But anyways, but yeah, it was definitely an interesting ride, definitely for sure. Yeah, and then it got windy for a little bit. I definitely got scared because I saw the one in front of me like starting to shake, and I was like, that means we about to shake soon. Okay, we about to shake soon in our gondola. Anyways, but finally to the dog sledding. This was honestly the highlight of the trip, and this is at Good Times Adventure Park, and basically it's dog sledding, and they're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. The one that you saw on the cover of this section was Nikolai. That's my favorite, as you can see. And then Hula is my girl, my postpartum mama next to him, who just gave birth. And that's Chaos with the heterochromia. It's a mutation they had to develop because of the snow. Like after this, I was like, I'm gonna be looking into not purchasing one, because these people, like, they ran with us for an hour and a half, and these dogs were ready to go again. I was like, no, wait a minute. You know, but definitely for sure I want to look into like how they even train them to be sled dogs. Like, they're professional. You saw them posing earlier, but no, I was obsessed. You guys know I love animals. I was obsessed with them. Oh my goodness. And then this is the dog sledding portion. Basically, like there's like a sled that we ride in, and then there's like the actual dog sledding that he actually let us do. And it was pretty dope. I mean, I was definitely like, you ain't gonna let these dogs run off. But no, it was beautiful. It was so quiet out there. I was like, dang, like now I see why people be going into the woods. It was so calming, so peaceful. And then fun fact, the dogs use the ice to hydrate. They can get hydrated from the ice, but I'm just like, these are snow dogs. They're loving it because they were literally rolling around in the snow. They were literally rolling around in the snow. It was taking me out. Like, they were like having a bath. I was like, oh wow. I want to make sure everything's okay. Like, listen, they're loving it. And then this is my point of view from actually riding in it. It was really, really fun. It was really, really fun. Like, it was worth it. And it was for an hour and a half. And I was like, it's funny because when I signed up for it, I was just like, I didn't think it was going to take this. I was like, I thought it was going to be like 30 minutes, but no, an hour and a half, like, it flies by. And then every time the snow dogs take a break, let's speed up. I didn't want this to last too long, but like, did you know that every time they sneak away, they would let us go love up on them, basically like positive reinforcement. Like, they're so happy. Like, I'm underselling the experience. Like, it was truly an awe, especially if you love animals, specifically dogs. Like, it was a true experience. And then we got our postpartum mama in the light blue on the second string. That's Hula, and she was my little buddy, cause like, I get it, girl, you want to be a stay-at-home mom, so she went back to her job of snow dogging. So I get it, Hula, but definitely for sure the snow got stuck in the bottom of my shoe, because they gave us that black outfit at home. They gave that to us. That was part of it. So this is the ice castles. Honestly, this is one of the more disappointing part of the trip. So I ain't gonna hold you, because my thing is, when you say ice castles, I was expecting to be wild, like 2 or 3 story high, and Like it was like more icicle. It was like one icicle sculpture. I can't sit there and say, yeah, this was actually, you know what? I'd go again. Like it was literally $35 and it was an in and out experience. Okay, it was in and out. It wasn't anything I would be like, oh my goodness, everybody needs to. No, it's okay. It's more like a time feel. Like if you need something to do in the meantime, and then on top of that, like my fingers were just getting so cold. You have to understand, filming all of this was insane. Like if you take your fingers out, like it was just insane. I have a shot of me looking at snow for the first time. It was amazing. So we're on to day 2. So day 2, we're basically just skiing all day. we're gonna be skiing all day. We will be skiing all day. Sun's up. My body still was trying to register what time it is because I keep forgetting. I kept waking up at 4 o'clock. Look at my dime. Everybody loved this thing. Everybody stopped just to compliment it. I keep forgetting your body has to adjust to the time. Okay, time difference 3 hours, but. These are the houses. Like, why are y'all building your houses that high up? Like, you don't want the peasants touching you. Like a bunch of celebrities, from what Uber driver told me, is that they just have their houses there like once or twice a year. And this was the sun melting, but like just the evaporation. It looks like a desktop picture. I can't believe I got that shot. Like that was amazing. It's gonna stay with me for a very long time. So Lakeland Ski Resort, time to ski, time to freeze, because I honestly don't, like, now I see why a particular demographic does this, because I was hurting out there and they were so happy. They were like, yeah, good luck today, baby. Don't ever ask me to be in no cold weather ever again. I don't even think I'm going to go higher than Georgia ever again. Anyways, getting the skis, they taught us to put it on and off. And then my skis were named Oranges. I was like, okay, Florida. But our instructor was Mark. He was amazing, very patient with us. Very, very patient with us, and had like the magic carpet that would bring us up. That's inside the magic carpet, bringing us up to ski. It was really, really dope, really, really fire. And then, honestly, if I went to ski class 3 times a week for a month, I could probably master it. But because he went like to the basics. But I just want to let you know how high up people are skiing. Like they're skiing high up, like the top. I was like, you don't gotta ski up there to talk to God. Just pray to him, all right? They're skiing up there. What's going on? Of course, we're supporting my girl. Yes, girl. Yeah. Period. This is my last outfit. I was tired. I think I had a pajama on. I was tired. And that was the last toast. We went to El Patron. It's a Spanish restaurant, very filling. I ate my whole plate because I always eat some beans and rice wherever I go. But yeah, definitely let me know how you guys like the vlog. And of course, they trying it with the I can't split 4 ways nonsense. But Denver, you owe us everything because you was aggravated. Bye.